Welcome to M1 Finance update number 10 of the monthly dividends portfolio. This week has been another good week for capital gains, so we're up $16 now instead of last week being only $11. So market gains have definitely been going up. Like I've been saying though in quite a few videos, I am expecting a market pullback, so I'm not going to get too hyped up about market gains. As you guys know, the focuses of my portfolio tend to be more geared towards earning dividends and the overall cash flow. But seeing some market gains and returns in the green is always a reassuring thing. Now this is update number 10. Doesn't feel like we've done that many already, but the portfolio is already at $567. All we're doing is putting in $50 every single week. It's automatically invested every single Thursday, and then it automatically invests that into every company here based on the percentage we have set. As always, I will have an updated link to the pie in the description of the video, so if you guys want to check that out, by all means. Now unfortunately, since we last talked, we've only gotten one dividend, which is okay I guess, but not as exciting. But yeah, we got paid by AG&C 0.07, so 16 cents for the month of August. Really not a whole lot to report here. Moving over to Simply Safe Dividends though, this is last week's numbers. So we had income of $24, dividend growth was 2.9, and dividend yield 5.42%. With the purchases that we made this week, we are now up to $30 of annual income. Dividend growth has not changed, and as expected, dividend yield is down a little bit as the stock prices are rising. So we're at 5.2%, which is fine. I think I want to keep this portfolio around 5%, so if the market continues to rise, we might need to reassess a little bit in order to keep that. So we'll see what happens, but right now that is the plan. So I just wanted to point out a small correlation that I'm seeing between gain loss and dividend growth. I should probably look at this in the Robinhood portfolio to see if the correlation is similar, but my highest dividend growers seem to have the lowest gains or sometimes even a loss. So we got 18%, 13%, 13%, and negative gain loss, and then, vice versa. SBR, being one of the sketchiest companies, has a high gain but the lowest dividend growth. So this is kind of an example of why it's important to kind of spread your eggs out. Don't put them all in one basket. If you are really sure of what you're doing, sure, you can capitalize on one thing, one company, put everything in there, and maybe you'll make a lot of money. But with the way that I am approaching stocks, this is why I do it this way. One, I'm investing for cash flow, not capital gains, like I always say. And two, the idea here is to build a source of income that is relatively easy to do. M1 Finance does all the legwork for me. I just did a little bit of setup, and that's pretty much it. We just check on it every single week. So really not a lot of effort here for creating a source of income. Now this is an experimental portfolio, but just kind of wanted to point that out to you guys. But yeah, overall not doing too bad. I think it was in last week's video, somebody shot me some tickers to take a look at. I haven't had time to do that yet. This week's been very busy, but I will be taking a look at those, and if I deem that it'll be beneficial to the portfolio, we will definitely add them in here. But yeah, that wraps up this week's video. The last thing I wanted to say is, if you guys missed the Robinhood video, I just want to mention that I have a Twitter now, so if you want to get updates that won't be on YouTube or Instagram, definitely follow there. It's also a good place to discuss and ask any questions that you may or may not have. So I'm going to end it there for the video. I will see you guys soon in another upload.